estamos aquí con Genshin Impact, que nos habíamos quedado en la misión esa de Sumeru, que tenemos que ayudar a Candace. Como podemos ver, está ahí con dos bichos de estos del caos, que les tengo una manía que no los pone. Y nada, hoy vamos a hacer tiradita al gachapón, que llevo varios días jugando y acumulando gemas.
Candace, you're still fighting? You've been out here dealing with these creatures the entire time?
Yes. They just keep coming in waves. I've lost count of how many I've defeated.
Ah! Here comes another wave!
Leave this round to us. I got interrupted earlier, but now I have something to take my anger out on.
¿Qué tal estáis? Espero que estéis muy bien.
It's been quite a while since
Ya
I've
sabéis,
seen the
como siempre os
flame
digo, que
main
si
in
os está
action.
gustando os podéis parar un segundo
I'll
para
leave
dejarme
this
like,
to you, then.
comentarios, suscribiros, darle a la campanita, compartir el vídeo,
I'll be sure to put on a good
contactarme por las
show.
redes sociales, lo que
Let's
queráis.
go.
Let's go.
Boba, get them!
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Ready, steady, go! Hi. Ha! Here comes another wave! When are they ever gonna let up?
Ya me extrañaba a mí que esto fuera tan sencillo. Bueno, solo han sido 4. No nos
The creatures
quejaremos.
stopped appearing. Was that the last of them?
Bueno, eso lo vamos a ver ahora.
What we fought just now was probably the aftermath of the sandstorm. So we should be safe for the time being.
Well fought, everyone. No injuries, I hope.
Huh? Who are you?
Ah, my apologies.
Una
I
abuelita
haven't had a chance to greet you
Sumeru.
yet. I had my hands full taking care of the village's elderly and children. I am the chief of Aru village. Everyone usually calls me Uncle Anpu.
Tío Ampu.
Sir, I am also originally from the desert, but I have not been back for some time now.
I can't say they've always been common, but recently the storms have become increasingly severe. Besides sandstorms, we also occasionally get earthquakes. According to an investigator who stayed in the village a while ago, the...
Another effect of Irminsul's withering. So, Irminsul's withering causes withering zones in the forest, and sandstorms and earthquakes here in the desert?
Everything in the natural world is inextricably connected to Irminsul. These regional symptoms can indeed be a reflection of Irminsul's present state.
Everyone in Aru village needs to take good care of themselves. Speaking of which, why haven't I seen a single village keeper since I got here?
Village keeper? Who are they? Village guards like Candace?
Does your curiosity know no bounds? Village Keeper is how Aru village refers to mad scholars exiled here by the academia. Most of them are scholars who lost their sanity after a period of training in the Avidia forest. The academia believes that their crazed mutterings may have a negative effect on the psyches of other scholars. So...
Alas, that's exactly what we've been trying to investigate. One by one, the village keepers have been mysteriously disappearing, but no one in the village has ever seen them leave. If you're planning to stay around the village for the next few days, I'd appreciate it if you could keep an...
I've had encounters with those people in the past. I'll see what I can do to help.
The Matra are the ones responsible for their exile. Now that you're no longer with them, are you...
Mock me if you will, but if you are guilty, I will eliminate you, regardless of my position or identity.
Oh, you're the former General Mahamatra. You must...
Is it because you're reminded of Hypatia? Oh, these poor scholars. But, is it really a good idea to tag along with Cyno? You seem like you really don't trust him.
I'll be grateful for the assistance. No doubt you will do a better job than some of my former subordinates. Let's start by finding a spot to share what we know so far.
Bueno, pues intercambia información con Cyno en otro lugar, pero antes de eso estoy viendo que hay una misión. Espera. Hay un teletransporte aquí. Hay 2 misiones de reputación. Bonifacio. Las voy a activar simplemente y ya las haré yo. Que podría haber dicho el otro. Al rescate sin demora, siempre que haya mora. Bueno. Bueno, pues aunque son las nuevas misiones de reputación de Sumeru, las han metido hace 2 días. Vamos, la actualización la han metido hace 2-3 días. En principio las voy a hacer yo solo, sin grabarlas. A no ser que acabemos con la historia y tengamos nada más que las misiones estas. En cuyo caso, siempre que tuviéramos para hacer una tiradita al gachapón, que es lo que más mola, pues podríamos grabar alguna misión secundaria de estas. Vale, entonces en principio hoy no. Hoy simplemente las voy a activar y luego vamos a hacer la principal. ¿Dónde hay un dendro? Justo aquí hay un dendro. Seguramente está arriba del todo, ¿no? Un dendróculus. Vale, y hay otra misión abajo. Bueno, pues otra misión, la exiliada, germinación. Utiliza el elemento dendro para fertilizar las semillas. Bueno, si es esto solo, lo podemos hacer.
Propagate. Scatter.
Sí, algo así. Pues ala, misión completada. ¿Dónde hay que ir? Arriba 47 metros.
Although I've sent myself into exile, I'm still doing essentially the same things as before. Do you still have any questions for me before we start our investigation? One of my former subordinates told me that this title has its origins in a strange incident. The Academia has long exiled mad scholars to Aru village. A mysterious... When mad scholars first arrive, they are as incoherent and deranged as before. Initially, the people of Aru village greatly resented having to take in the mad scholars. Aru village was struck by the strongest earthquake in living memory. Seeing buildings on the verge of collapse all around him, suddenly, he noticed a mad scholar crouching in a corner, caressing the ground with his hands. A soft, green light radiated despite the powerful tremors that ripped through the ground that night. All the houses remained upright, almost as if they had grown roots reaching deep into the... After that, the people of Aru village treated the mad scholars with greater kindness.
A soft green light? A mad scholar protecting Aru village? Paimon thinks so too. Actually, Cyno, do you know if any of the mad scholars continued to wear...
In theory, they would continue wearing them so the Academia could still monitor their activities. With that said...
Oh, no wonder! Everything makes sense then! Add in the fact that they calmed down, it was probably...
If you are able to draw a conclusion from this one story alone, then it appears... So, what do you make of the story? Really? Lesser Lord Kusan...
What? You don't believe us? Lesser Lord Kusanali was definitely using the Akasha...
No, it's not so much that I don't believe you. Lesser Lord Kusanali, the current Dendro Archon. The Academia has always placed far greater importance on the late Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. In addition, I've never heard any stories about Lesser Lord Kusanali and her deeds. To me...
No way! Nahida definitely exists! She's a... How should Paimon put it? She's a good Archon who's...
I've spent many years interrogating criminals, so I can easily tell when someone is lying.
Good! Then you should know that we're telling the truth!
That look in your eyes... How can this be? To think, our Archon has been amongst us this entire time.
Alright, now it's our turn to put our skills to good use for this investigation. But easier said than done, especially since we don't have any leads.
Excuse me, are you here to help me find my grandpa?
Huh? Who are you?
By the sounds of it, a resident of this village.
My name is Isak. you'll help me find my grandpa.
Is your grandpa a mad scholar?
Hey, don't say that. Grandpa is just Grandpa.
The person you're referring to is not a local. Yet you are.
Grandpa is just Grandpa. I heard everything you said to the village chief. Please, you gotta take me with you.
Ah, so you're the one who was eavesdropping on us around the village chief's house. I was planning to go out and take care of whoever it was. But
Whoa. Haven wasn't kidding about Matra having sharp senses. Cyno, he's just a kid.
Sorry. I was only listening in because I wanted to know where Grandpa went. Honest.
all right. But first, let's confirm the facts with Candace.
Vale, pues hablemos con Candace. Y bien gustosos. Que hablamos con Candace. ¿Dónde está? Por cierto, me faltan por encontrar 2 Anemoculus. 2 me quedan. Y es que no los encuentro por ningún lado. Me he recorrido Mostrar entero. He usado un mapa interactivo de estos en el que vas señalando los que consigues y los que no. Y me quedan 2 que yo no sé dónde están, tío. Para subir la maldita estatua al nivel máximo. Uy, 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 uy.
Cyno is super vigilant. Is this what?
Ah, you're back already.
We just wanted to confirm something with you. Do you know a boy by the name of Isak?
I had a feeling he'd go looking for you.
Huh? You knew this would happen?
Yes. Although he tried his best to stay hidden, I still noticed him eavesdropping outside the window. He really wants to get his grandfather back. Isak's parents were both Aramite mercenaries who rarely returned to the village after finding employment in the city. He was raised by his grandfather. Unfortunately, it was only a few years before his grandpa passed away. Isak was still very young at the time. Later, an elderly mad scholar arrived at the village. However, the scholar was unkempt in appearance and incoherent in speech. Although Isak referred one summer night, the oft mumbling and bumbling grandpa suddenly calmed down and seemed to become more lucid. So Grandpa walked up to Isak and patted him on the head. He even took Isak to the entrance of the village, where he patiently taught the boy the names of the stars. The next morning, Isak woke up and wanted to go find his grandpa again, only to realize his grandpa no longer recognized him. It's said that those who saw the scholar claimed he no longer appeared to be crazy, but Isak was thrilled that his grandpa was able to find peace and would follow him all the time, asking him things like, "Grandpa, want me to take you somewhere fun?" or,
All this somehow just makes Paimon feel really sad. It seems like they both deserve so much better.
perhaps. Nearly everyone who lives in the desert has some form of hardship or regret. But even so, it's also my reason for fighting. I must continue to protect this land.
Maybe the people have always had a considerate god watching over them.
Huh? What did you say, Cyno?
No, nothing. As long as Esau keeps his word and doesn't get in our way.
Perhaps you are more compassionate than I gave you credit for. Please accept my thanks on Isak's behalf, Cyno.
Enamoraico me tiene la Candace. Hoy tengo que matar por lo menos 2 veces a un Regisbid Electro. Lo necesito para ascender a Lisa. Pero bueno, eso ya lo voy a hacer yo fuera de cámara, que ya os he enseñado alguna vez.
Hey, Isak!
Oh, it's you guys!
We've cleared everything up. Let's go find your grandpa.
Really? Wow! Thank you so much! Yeah!
Alright. Let's ask the local residents some questions.
Bueno, pues misión completada. Quimeras, ilusiones y engaños. El guardián desaparecido pregunta a la gente por información. Vale, pero eso sería capítulo 3, acto 4. O sea que posiblemente sea el último ya, ¿no? Esta es la que hemos aceptado ahora. Uy, 40 protogemas, míralo bien. Bueno, vamos a seguir.
Excuse me, did you happen to see where the missing scholars went?
You mean the village keepers? Oh. When I was eating dinner the other day, I saw one of them by the side of the road, muttering away and eating mushrooms and...
Okay. Did you notice anything else?
Anything else? No, I think that's all I have to tell you. Sorry.
The scholars that have gone missing.
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes. You...
Don't change the subject.
Right. You were asking about the the mad scholars. I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange.
Do you also think Grandpa and the others are good people?
Grandpa? Oh, hello there. It's little Isak. You mean that nice man? He was actually the one who protected my house. I saw it with my own eyes. He happened to be staying near my house that... It still feels pretty surreal now that I think back on it. Did someone teach them how to do that? Well, whatever the case, I'll always be thankful to him and whoever taught him to look out for others. I'm pretty sure that if I ever went mad, I wouldn't be able to do anything like that.
Gotcha. Thank you. Sir, have you seen my grandpa recently? You know, the one who likes to sit and...
Oh, well, if it isn't Isak. Oh, your grandpa, huh? The last time I saw him, he was spacing out by the road as usual. I went and asked him if he'd like any of the food I had prepared, despite my wife's protests. And speaking of my wife, she's still always complaining about how I don't make enough mora. Might explain why she's always mad at me.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for taking care of him.
It was nothing. You're looking for him, right? Did he go for a walk and get lost?
Yeah.
That's no good. Well, once you found him, come by my place again and I'll cook a little something for the both of you. I've known you since you were very young. So as far as I'm concerned, you're family. Please feel...
Wow, what a nice guy!
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Huh? Don't say anything for now. Isak, stay here. Let's head over there. Stay quiet as you move.
El rey Deseret y los tres peregrines.
I'm sorry.
Join the Eremites. Embrace a wonderful new life.
Y digo yo, aquí no hay en esta... En la aldea Aru esta no hay ni tiendas, ni restaurantes, ni nada.
Listen, see if you can make out what they're saying.
Have you heard? The mighty Scarlet King, the sovereign of our faith, will soon return to this world.
Yes, of course I have. The Scarlet King is the one and only true ruler of this land. Still, you say he's coming back, but it sure doesn't feel like life's about to change around here anytime soon.
Haven't you noticed? The village has been getting more deranged scholars than ever. Delavar was saying that many people also went insane just before the fall of the Scarlet King's civilization in ancient times. We don't quite know why. Isn't it a sign of the Scarlet King's power that all the mad scholars have disappeared? If you ask...
Huh. Now that you say it, that does make some sense.
Exactly. Those city folks will get what's coming to them.
Now, repeat everything you've just said from the very beginning.
Huh?
Who are you? Where did you come from?
My patience is running thin. You heard what I asked.
Yeah, bro, this guy's something else. Just look at his eyes.
Let's not get on his bad side, okay? I am no match for this guy.
Oh, okay, good sir. What is it you would like to know?
Tell me about the Scarlet King's resurrection.
Well, I only know a few things from hearsay. I went for a drink the other day and heard others talking about a rumor that the madmen will disappear, and that the Scarlet King will return to this...
Hey, go on. Keep talking.
It's true. It's all true, sir. We desert folk have had more than enough of those people at the academia. They keep sending us all their mad scholars and won't let us have a good life. Would you want to live like this if you were in our place? The radicals were even more thrilled than me when they heard the news. We're all praying for the Scarlet King's speedy return. Delavar also said that once the Scarlet King returns to our side, it's only a matter of time before we conquer the land on the other side of the wall. They're all willing to serve under the Scarlet King.
Is that so?
Seems like he still wants to know more. Keep talking.
Got it. At first, I told myself it was just the drink talking, but then all the mad scholars vanished without a trace, just as the rumor said. Please don't beat me up just for mentioning these rumors. If I'm guilty, then everyone else around here is also guilty. I'm just saying what the others said.
The people here really like the Scarlet King, but dislike the Dendro Archon.
Where is this radical person you talked about?
I haven't run into him over the past few days, so he probably hasn't...
No, not at all. We wouldn't dare lie to you. He's really not here right now.
Sounds like you're not too close with the radicals.
No, of course not. All we know are their names.
I have many ways to stop you from talking. And many others to stop you from sending warning. So you'd best just stay home and hope I don't hear of you trying to contact anybody. Don't do anything until I've gotten to the bottom of this. Try something foolish, and even Candace won't be able to protect you.
Yes, yes, got it. We'll do just as you say.
That scared Paimon half to death. Cyno is pretty terrifying. He didn't try to reassure us at all. It's like he's used to hearing that. Oh, Paimon bets lots of people have told him that before.
I heard that.
Sorry.
It's part of being a Matra. The rumor we heard just now seems like a strong lead. But we need to check a few more places. Very well.
Isak!
I'm here.
Where's your grandpa's house?
Well, I can take you there. Just follow me.
Vale, pues vamos a seguir. Efectivamente. Efectivamente.
Let's dance.
Join the Aramites.
Grandpa? Oh, he likes to be alone. Sometimes he stares at the sky in a daze, and other times he just pokes at the ground with his fingers. Every now and then, he yells out at the top of his lungs, so a lot of
Es
people
curioso
are
cómo
really
el niño
scared of him.
va dejando
But
huella
he's a good person, really.
y nosotros no.
I know he is. I swear,
Ah, mira, ahora
he's
sí.
just like my real grandpa.
Me ha oído el juego. Venga, vamos, Isaac. ¿Dónde me llevas? No, pero lo curioso es que él va dejando un rastro como una bici, macho. Ahora ya ni deja rastro.
This is where Grandpa usually stays.
There sure isn't much here.
No.
Incense? Please don't say it's the same. But are you okay? Are you getting dizzy or need...
There's a scent that you can sense, but I can't.
A certain traveler here once passed out from that smell. Thankfully, Tighnari saved the day. And then he gave...
So, you know Tighnari?
Huh? You know him too? Are you two friends?
Yes. Now that I concentrate, I can...
Wait, surely Tighnari didn't lecture you too.
No. No need. Did you first encounter this scent at Tighnari's house? In the forest. From a scholar.
Bueno, pues más. Busca pistas alrededor. Uy, un dendro. Un segundo que tengo un dendro aquí. Aquí. Lirali. Lirarari. ¡Agárrate! ¡No te me resbales! A ver, vamos a...
I'll protect us.
Habla con Cyno. Ah.
What are you looking for, Cyno?
Here it is. Take a look right here.
Paimon doesn't see anything.
Although the traces have been completely buried in the sand, there are footprints here, from the size and shape. They belong to an adult male. This pattern is a The scent is quite faint, but still extant.
But who would come looking for Grandpa? He doesn't have any friends.
We'd have to ask whoever lured him away with the incense.
Huh? So you can lure someone away with just a scent? Hey! What's wrong with liking good food? Everyone's got something they love in life.
Exactly. Most scholars are fond of incense, since the smell supposedly helps them clear their minds, and even deep within the clutches of madness, they still yearn for their knowledge-seeking days, and will follow the scent whenever...
No, Grandpa.
So, someone's taking advantage of their weakness? Huh. Still, are the rumors really true? Could the disappearance of all the mad scholars have something to do with the radicals?
It's highly likely.
Please, you have to save my Grandpa. Grandpa's never done anything wrong.
Sounds like we'd better help get him back. Don't you worry, Isak. We won't let whoever took him get away with...
Let's head to Aru Village and inform Candace and the others about what we learned here. After that, we'll set off to find the scholars.
Race you!
Right. The darker fabric definitely looks a lot better.
We're back, Candace! We've got a lot to tell you.
Ah, welcome back.
Sounds like everyone's friends already.
Oh, Dehya's here too!
You bet. So, everything goes smoothly?
Reasonably.
Alhaitham didn't go with you?
We haven't seen him at all.
Huh. I saw him around the village entrance earlier and figured he was investigating with you. I guess...
Did you find out anything useful? I see. So someone used a kind of incense to lead the exiled scholars away from the village.
The resurrection of the Scarlet King? First I've heard of it. Far as I know, the kind of incense you just mentioned is only popular beyond the wall. Scholars are fond of it, but as you can see, there aren't many scholars still studying around these parts. No seller would be able to make a profit here. Not to mention making incense is a labor-intensive process. You won't see anybody in the desert with the patience to make or sell. It seems someone from beyond the wall must have been supporting this.
Makes sense.
So what should we do then?
If it was any other day, that would be your next logical step. But today, you've got me on your team, so you get an extra tip. Didn't you say that the villager got his news from the tavern? Well, I also like to drink at the tavern, so I know a thing or two about these radicals he mentioned.
If Paimon remembers correctly, the leader of the radicals is some guy called Delavar.
Ah, yeah. Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, Engur, the wide-eyed butcher, and Jabari, the duck-tailed bearded crook. These guys have one thing in common, and that's being broke. The rougher life gets, the more they want to believe in the Scarlet King. Way they see it, the Scarlet King's resurrection is their only chance at overthrowing the Academia. Throwing all of Sumeru into chaos is the only way to change the way of life here in the desert. Anyway, that's my guess why they've chosen to become radicals.
Tia! You're amazing! You really know this place.
No merc can afford to slack off on gathering intelligence. Every more I've spent in the tavern has been a valuable investment.
Let's head out.
Now hold on, you're staying right here, Cyno.
Why?
Aru Village is not a big place. Outsiders stand out here like a sore thumb. I'd bet word about you has already gotten out. The desert is unforgiving, so the way of life here is also a lot tougher than on the outside of the wall. You survive on making connect. Compared to you, mercs like me are just third-rate amateurs. I've got no actual fighting skills to speak of. But that also makes it a whole... I need to go around and ask some questions. But it'll be difficult if you're with me.
Fine.
Good. Then we've got a plan. The Traveler and Paimon will go to Caravan Rebot with me, and we'll try our best to figure out where the Mad Scholars have been taken. Cyno...
All right! Sounds like a plan!
Ok, dirígete al Caravasar Rivet. Bueno, gente, pues por aquí lo vamos a dejar, la historia. Seguimos en el próximo, vamos a hacer la tiradita al Gachapón, a ver si hay suerte hoy y nos sale bien Candace o bien Cyno. Cyno. También podíamos tirar a este, a ver si sale 20, pero... es que en teoría te puede salir cualquiera. Pero claro, entre estos dos preferiría 20. Porque es un personaje anemo. Y si además te pueden salir los otros, vamos a tirar a este. A ver, 10 deseos. Ahí vamos. De momento, nada de nada. O sea, y esta. ¡Oh! ¡Oh, oh, 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 oh! ¡Ole, ole, ole! ¡Cholo Simeone! Bueno, pues ya la tenemos. Mira, nos repiten a Sayu. Bueno, ni tan mal. La verdad, ni tan mal. Vamos a abrirle una constelación a Sayu, ya que nos la ha regalado. Técnica multitarea. Ah, si Sayu es Anemo. Coño, pues ahora sí que tengo un personaje Anemo. Que ya no tengo yo que ir a cambiarle la configuración a Moria cada vez que... Técnica Yuju, frenesí, tejón. Ah, mira que bien. Bueno, gente, pues nada, por aquí lo vamos a dejar. Espero que os haya gustado. Sed buenas, sed buenos, sed felices. Aquí tenemos a mi waifu. Y nada. Sidro, mira que bien. Vale, pues eso, pues nada, pues sed buenas, sed buenos. Nos vemos, chao, chao.